Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning. It's June 22nd. I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies and for myself on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And y'all, it feels so amazing out here. It's 77 degrees, but I guess the humidity must be low because it feels great. It's supposed to get up to like 89 today. But right now, oh, it's just feeling so refreshing out here. There have been times when I've walked out and it just immediately just been kind of like wet and sticky, ugh, but not today. Feels great. This week I've been having so many adventures with butterflies and caterpillars and lizards and potting up stuff, and I discovered that is what I was told y'all about last week when I found those grasses. It is some more Purple Majesty millet, so I've potted that up. And then we had an adventure. We went to Punta Clara Candy Kitchen. I'm going to put that at the very, very end in case you want to see it because it's just really neat. It's in Point Clear. But y'all come along with me. I'll show you. I had to pull some more containers out from the front that had just gotten kind of overgrown and gooey. And I have put salvia, coral nymph salvia in them. I haven't brought them out here, but I'm planning on lining this with that and having more fresh pink, because this is just, all this pink is making me just, I can't even get over it. Every time I look out, I'm just like, oh, I love you. But I took some cuttings this week and I've got them in a tray. I'm gonna show them to you later. I wanted to save all of these beauties. I still have plans. Oh, I gotta show you down here. Look at that. Look at all that frog fruit. Isn't it darling? I have plans to take more cuttings. I didn't take any from the Artemisia, and I really do want to save that. One of my Artemisias I repotted this week, and it's gonna die. It got root bound. They need a lot of space, and it was in a smaller container, so gonna have to do that. But look at all of this gomphrena. Doesn't it just look like a candy shop? Oh, and it is looking a little different because I cut back all of the Purple Majesty millet, and now I have this coming back. The Queen of Sweden is still looking so pretty. All of those salvia that I started for my mother-in-law, I realized like half of them turned out to be coral nymph salvia, and she wanted the dark pink ones. So the dark pink ones look like this. They're a little more pale green, and they're a little more spindly, and they don't bloom as quickly as the coral nymph salvia. But see, the coral nymph salvia has got a little kind of gray greenish look to it. So I put them in all of these pots here, and then I potted up a bunch of that Purple Majesty millet, so I'll have another whole round of it. The rose campion, not looking great. These are the last of them that I saved. They've got kind of furry leaves, and they've probably just been too wet. I still haven't cut things back in the front, and I'm kind of just letting the passion flower take over, because pretty soon the Gulf fritillaries will be here, and they're gonna need every single leaf of this passion flower vine to get going. Even though this arrow leaf salvia or sage is getting ratty, look, it's just adored by the bees. In the morning, the blooms are fresh, and they just, they can't get enough of it. I can't either. Look, it looks like it's electric. It looks like it's plugged in somewhere. Oh, I'm thanking God for the rain. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I'm afraid this little dahlia has gotten munched on before it even got to open, but it is a pretty color. Here's a surprise. I've got some more little, oh gosh, I don't know what these are called. I guess I would call them blooms on my Purple Majesty millet. Look, another one is coming out right here. I'm cutting off these spent ones to see if maybe I can get more. Here's another fresh one growing up beside the old one. I don't know if this is a new kind that does this or if I just never gave my other ones a chance. I've got two great examples of eastern black swallowtail caterpillars right here. You can see the tiny one with the little dot in the middle. And then now this is an instar now, and then the other one up here that's on the top that's got the dots. You can't really see stripes yet, but you can see the stripes with this one. This one is starting to show its stripes too. It's a little bit larger. I'm giving my eastern black swallowtail caterpillars new fennel and putting them in, and this guy is not having it. He's like, I don't want it. This eastern black swallowtail caterpillar is very sensitive. And that's what they do to scare off prey. And it's not just that little thing that comes out, the stinky smell comes out too. Oops, I meant to say they do that little orange thing on their head and that stinkiness to scare off predators. They're the prey. Y'all knew what I meant. I've just freshened up the roux in the container that I'm raising eastern black swallowtails on roux. I've never raised them on roux before, but this time I actually got to find them as eggs and brought them in, and they have hatched as caterpillars. I use these gloves whenever I'm handling roux because roux, it causes sun sensitivity and can burn your skin. I can see this Gertrude Jekyll all the way from the kitchen window, and she is divine. The dahlias get ready really fast in this heat. They don't last like they would if it was cooler. Isn't this beautiful? It's got like a lavender tinge to it and white. This is a fresher one that you can see if you can contrast that. There. Look how cute this eastern black swallowtail caterpillar is. They go to the end of the fennel and then they eat it down. Oh, it's so darling. Look how tall my sunshine yellow dahlias are. This is the most I've seen on them. I've filled up this tray with cups with water in them because I'm about to take some cuttings from my plants. I'm going to take some from this coleus right here, and I'm going to cut it like right there. Right there. Now that I've cut it, I'm going to cut these two leaves off, and I'm going to pinch out the center. And now I'm going to cut the tips off of all of these, all 4 leaves. Then I'm just going to put it in the water and let it grow roots. I think this is Wicked Witch coleus, so I'm doing the same thing with this. I'm going to cut it. Actually, I've been cutting them a little bit longer, so I'm going to cut it like right here. Then I'm going to cut off everything until I've got 2 sets of leaves right there. I'm also going to pinch out that center thing right here so it won't keep growing in that direction. It's an experiment because I'm leaving these 2 little side things here. You can just try all kinds of things when you're taking cuttings and see what works best for you. Here's a little checkered, spotted something. I don't know what this is. It could be a painted lady. This could be a painted lady. Oh yeah, I think that is what it is. And those cud weeds are painted lady, can be painted lady larval host plants. I don't like cud weeds, but I do have a few growing because I know is a painted lady. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then look, there's, I think that's a Palamedes or Palametis. But this one is just going to town on this zinnia. Painted lady with a little chunk taken out of its tail. So pretty. Yes. So beautiful. See how it's putting its proboscis down into every little individual kind of flower. It doesn't have the prettiest face though, does it? It's got a little weird kind of snout on it. Yesterday morning, I just about died from a heat stroke trying to get out in the garden and take these cuttings. And thank God they all are doing well and not wilty yet. I'm doing some experimental things here, y'all. I'm excited. Oh dear, look, I accidentally brought a praying mantis in with the fresh fennel from this morning that I fed my caterpillars. I gotta get him out of there. Him's like, please help. Well, this is gonna be not a fun thing. Let's see if maybe I can video the rescue of the praying mantis. Uh-oh, praying mantis is not happy. Man, they're just so easy to hide. Let's see if I can get it to crawl up onto, oh, no, come back. Okay. Look at that. I rescued it, yay. It won't be thankful. Let's see if I can, oh, no. Get on that. Okay, even though I rescued it from the cage with the caterpillars, it's looking at me like I'm sketchy. I tried to run up my arm, but now, thank God, it's gonna live its best life out here on this Salvia leucantha. All right, these eastern black swallowtails are really big, about ready to turn into chrysalises. So I need to put some sticks in my container so that they will turn to chrysalises on sticks. The reason why you want to do that is you would rather have it be on a stick than on your container, because they may not emerge for another year, and you want to be able to like put them somewhere else rather than having them on the top or side of your container. There is a gorgeous, super fresh looking butterfly drinking from the zinnia out here. I'm trying not to scare it away, but it's coloring. I mean, it just looks like it must have just emerged today. It's just so bright and beautiful. I wish I could get a close-up of it. I think it's one of those Palamedes butterflies. It's I think they also call it laurel. I have a bunch of them, and the thing about it is, you know, I have not planted anything that would be its larval host plant, so we must have a bunch of whatever it is just here in my neighborhood, and I'm so thankful for that. Come back, stop being so crazy. Ugh, why they gotta be so ornery? I gotta come check my spice bush to see if there are any eggs or caterpillars on it, and there are not. I'm out here gathering sticks for my eastern black swallowtails to make the chrysalises on, and I'm just double inspecting them, making sure there are no ants on them or spiders that will hurt them. Pretty sure there aren't any praying mantises on them. This guy's looking pretty majestic. He's claimed the blue pole for himself. Oh, that's good. good. Pretty. This is the stage that I wish I could keep my Purple Majesty millet in forever and ever. That sweet furry stage. Because then it gets this into this stage where it's making this gross pollen and it's setting seeds. I don't want it to make seeds. Ugh, gross, that's sticky and yucky. I want it to be furry and sweet like this. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about cudweed. That is a larval host plant for painted lady butterflies. And it doesn't look too bad in this right here. You know, sometimes it can look kind of pretty because it's kind of gray-green. This is it right here. The part that I hate about it when it starts getting ratty is when these bloom and they fluff out and it just starts looking just ugly. I planted the butterfly bush right here in the ground. Because I've had it in containers before and it's just looked terrible and ratty. So I'm hoping that it'll make it. This is what the Ono Island Garden Club gave to me, which is so kind of them. And hopefully it'll grow really large in this space right here. Once again, I'm having to run back and forth between the front yard and the backyard because these butterflies, they've been flying in this cute little train past the window. I come out here and they're already gone. And now there's just one, but I know there's like 4 of them. Let me go to the front. Oh, there they go, there they go. Ah, come back. I think this is a mating flight. One of them is just like, doesn't want to be caught. And then those sillies chasing each other all around. There it is. Oh, that's a giant swallowtail. Yes. Yes. Giant swallowtail. There you are, my lovely. Oh yeah. What a beauty. See how they take the tip of the stalk of the fennel and eat it down? Is that not just the most cute thing? They're just cuties. I'm so thankful that I put those sticks in the container yesterday because look, I've got one that's about to turn into a chrysalis on a stick today. This week, I'm really gonna try to push myself and redo some stuff. I keep saying that I'm going to, but it's so hot, y'all. I mean, just it's so hot, I can't stand it. And it's funny because in the morning I get up and I'm just like puttering around. I can't get out there. And then by the time I feel good enough to go out there, it's too hot. But I hope that y'all have been having a wonderful time in your gardens, and I can't wait to find out what's blooming and what's growing and what's happening in your gardens, what little creatures are showing up. But y'all, you know, God is good and He's taking care of everybody, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week. God bless y'all. Let's play outside. Talk to you soon. Bye. We're at the Punta Clara Candy Kitchen. It's got this darling wraparound porch. They also have a little tea room here. I've never been to it. Oh my goodness, they've got such a darling display over the charming teacup. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? That's new. I have not ever seen that. Wow. But when you go to the Punta Clara kitchen, you come up here onto this porch, this wraparound porch, and you go over here and walk in to this screen door right here. Oh my goodness, this is the inside of the tea place. I have got to make reservations. So you come in here and they've got antiques for sale all the way down this hall. And you know what? It's air conditioned now. It used to not be. It would just be so hot in here. They always have little like chocolatey creatures and things. That's something we have to get every time. The bacon and eggs used to be our favorite, but I don't see bacon and eggs today. Their jellies are amazing. So everything they have here is delicious. Look at them glowing in the window. They have a bunch of different kinds of chocolates, and they have a bunch of different kinds of pecan flavored things. I always get these margarita ones. They're my favorite. Oh, yay. Okay, so they do still have the bacon and eggs. There it is. It's just pretzels, but isn't it darling? Ah. And they always have frogs, and they always have turtles. They make their own candies here. And I mean, just the whole thing is just so darling and charming. There's even a painting right there of the, it's been going on for over 100 years. Punta Clara Candy Kitchen. They have 2 rooms full of candies in here. And look at this old-timey register. Is that not darling? Just everything is just so cute. Okay, I was wrong about the candy kitchen. It's been open for almost 74 years, but these are the people who built this house, and it's been over 120 years since they built it. Are they not the cutest? This is the main hall right here, and they have things for sale. When you come down here, there are all kinds of little books and trinkets and things. Interesting, fun stuff. Look at this big old flag. These are pictures of people way back in the day on Mobile Bay, because this is very close to the Grand Hotel. This is just right around the corner from the Grand Hotel in Point Clear. A lot of history. Then there is an upstairs, but I've never been up it. There's the staircase right there. You're not allowed to go up there, but there's a lot more to see. Here's the family. This is the porch right here. This looks like the turn of the century. They're cute little outfits. And now we've left, and my favorite part, up until I saw that newly decorated door that they have, is this curve in the porch. And you know, it is a super hot day, but it's not that bad on this porch. It feels pretty good. The wind is blowing, there's a nice breeze. And there, the house was built in 1897. I just noticed that these glass windows are still wavy. And then you turn the corner, and here is the charming teacup. They have got it decorated so very cutely. Look down here. You can have little selfies done, and look how pretty these flowers are. Just darling.